Hi everyone. Welcome back to English Story Master. Please subscribe our channel to learn English through different story. Nothing is free. American Story. Part 1. Once upon a time in a small American town, there lived a young boy named David. David was curious, hardworking, but sometimes he dreamed of easy success. His family was simple. His father worked as a mechanic in a car garage. His mother worked as a cashier in a grocery store. They always taught him one lesson. Son, nothing is free in this world. David often wondered what that really meant. One day, while walking home from school, he saw a big sign outside a shop. The sign said, "Free ice cream today only." His eyes sparkled with excitement. He ran inside and asked for the free ice cream. The shopkeeper smiled and gave him a cone. David licked the sweet vanilla ice cream happily. But soon his stomach began to hurt. He asked the shopkeeper, "Sir, why is my stomach paining?" The shopkeeper laughed and said, "Son, that was old stock. We had to clear it out." David was shocked. The ice cream was free, but it came with a price as pain. That day, he remembered his father's words, "Nothing is free." Part 2. Years passed. David grew into a teenager. He started dreaming about money, success, and a better life. In school, he worked hard, but sometimes he felt jealous of rich kids. They wore new shoes, carried expensive phones, and traveled in cars. David only had a simple bicycle. One evening, a boy named Jack, who was known for shortcuts, came to him. Jack said, "David, why work so hard? I can show you an easy way to earn money." David was curious. "What way?" he asked. Jack whispered, "We can sell stolen phone covers. Nobody will know." David felt nervous. He thought, "It's free money, no hard work." That night, he couldn't sleep. He remembered the ice cream incident. He remembered his parents' lesson. Next morning, he refused Jack's offer. Jack was caught by the police a few weeks later. David was safe because he said no. Again, he learned nothing is free. Part 3. After finishing school, David went to college. His dream was to become an engineer. But college in America was expensive. He needed to pay tuition fees, buy books, and pay for housing. Some of his friends took student loans. Others worked part-time jobs. David decided to work in a fast food restaurant. He washed dishes, served burgers, and cleaned tables. It was tiring, but it gave him pride. One day, a customer mocked him. The man said, "Why waste time washing dishes? Take easy money, use credit cards, live free." David smiled and replied, "Sir, nothing is free. I would rather earn my bread." The customer laughed, but David felt strong inside. Part 4. Slowly, David completed his studies. He applied for jobs. The first company rejected him. The second company also rejected him. He felt sad, but he didn't give up. Finally, a small company gave him a chance. The salary was low, but it was a start. David worked with honesty, patience, and focus. Step by step, he learned new skills. After 5 years, he was promoted to manager. His hard work paid off. He bought a small house for his parents. That night, his father said, "Son, do you see now? Every success has a price. Nothing is free." David smiled with tears. Part 5. One day, David met an old friend from college. The friend was very rich. He drove a luxury car, wore designer clothes, and lived in a big villa. The friend said, "David, why work so hard? I make easy money from gambling." David was shocked. The friend offered to take him to a casino. David refused politely. Months later, he heard the friend lost everything. His villa was gone, his car was gone, and he was drowning in debt. David felt grateful he never joined. Once again, the truth was clear. Nothing is free. Part 6. Years rolled by. David started his own company. At first, it was small. He struggled with bills, salaries, and competition. But he never took shortcuts. He treated his employees with respect. Slowly, his company grew. He created jobs for many people. One day, a young worker asked him, "Sir, what is the secret of your success?" David smiled and said, "Son, remember this. Nothing is free. You must work, learn, and sacrifice." The young worker nodded. Part 7. David became an old man. He sat in his rocking chair looking at the sunset. He thought about his life. He thought about the free ice cream, the stolen phone covers, the fast food job, and the gambling friend. Every memory reminded him of the same lesson. He called his grandchildren and told them, "My dear children, listen carefully. In life, nothing is free. If you get something free, it may have a hidden price. Only hard work, honesty, and patience will give you true happiness." The children promised to remember. David smiled, closed his eyes, and felt peace. Because he knew he had lived with truth. And the truth is simple. Nothing is free. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.